Yeah, Dipitchi, Ramosesane and Matswapong are 3 villages at Ward 5. So these 3 villages are at the rural area and they are disadvantaged. So presently we are looking for water, we are looking for electricity and sanitation to be implemented. But we have received funding from the Department of Water Affairs, whereby presently we have implemented and the project is not yet finished.
Ke ngwana mohale ke nyetse ha Malope ke nna Elesi Malope.
Oh, ke na le ditšhuana tše 7 le ditlolo tšeo wa monketu.
We've got lots of people who are not working. Maybe if you're going to have a project, most of the people will have a place maybe to work. Secondly, if we can have a community hall, we can have maybe if we are having the visitors and then it's raining, we can take our visitors there and have a safer place. Thirdly, for the high school, we've got our children walking long distances, 12 kilometers, single trip, and then they've got, we're having snakes and things like that, which are very much dangerous for them.
I cannot say there was water in their yard. This area is dry. One of the things why people don't make food gardens is because there was no sufficient water. But now, as you can see now, the project is almost 95% completed. I hope after that it will need a consumer or an awareness of some sort, so that people should take gardening as another option where they can get food.
Ke nna Enoch Maropola, modudi wa mo Dipitchi. Mošomo wa ka ke go pompa metsi, pompela dinaga tše 2, Dipitchi Ramosesane. Wa liga sho wa dutla o thapile o tle mo ka tisile le oli wa dutla. And then se sengwe le se ke se gopelang gore nka ba
The issue of sanitation, we are having a very huge backlog. And then if really we can have the donors so that at each and every household, we can have a VIP sanitation. If you can check at Ngeketlalwa Primary School, really, the sanitation, it is not at 100% good. So that is why I'm saying if really we can have a donation it can be from the private sector so that that sanitation can be quickly implemented. And then we have already drawn the business plan for that 3 villages for sanitation projects.
The problem what we are having here is that we've got a very shortage of water. Sometimes we take 1 or 2 weeks without water, or sometimes if there is no water in the taps, we must buy a drum of water at about 40 rands, and then having people who don't even have that money is the problem that why we foresee that maybe we're going to have a danger on it.
Jwale he Dipitchi ke khona go rekišenyana bana ga ba khona go phela jwale he di jwala bono di jwala ka line ka mokgolo di bona ke di jwetse so wa mo jwala line wa mo jwala line wa mo jwala line alle ke ka mokgo re nang le tshokolo ya metsi.
Makhubitsane project e thomile le sekgwele ke o libele ra thoma ra tsena ka mapanga ra rema o fitlhella bile re bona re dia e le lebala jwale ka mo re phelana o bala merogo le ditamati dilo ka moka tša dikgurunti.
These are the food parcels. They are from the Department of Health and Welfare. Each and every month they are assisting the communities around Magalagona municipality, where you are going to find that people, there is no person who is working at that particular household.
Re tlhoka metsi re lata metsi ko gole re gelela ka dipakete tše re thome re nošetše dijalo tše tša rena tše re tlhoka digrane ka gae.
Yeah, this is the offices of the Department of Agriculture in Dipitchi. These buildings were established in around 1960. And then they are serving 17 communities. We have got no network coverage. We have got no electricity, so it's very difficult to get the information outside and bring it here, and also to take the information here to the outside world and verify if maybe what is happening here is really what is up to standard with the economic world. We, and together with the agricultural committee here, we have identified this place as one of those places that have potential for agriculture. So we tried to put this place under safety so that the livestock farmers can see the difference in the grazing camps and in here. If maybe they conserve their area and they control grazing, then they could come up with such a place that has got a very nice felt cover. If you look at the trees that are in here, they are used for many purposes. Some are used for traditional medicines. Some are used for carving when they do this artwork. The natural wildlife in this area is moving away because people are poaching sometimes. So, but this is the felt of this area. It is typically, this is naturally, if this felt is conserved, it will grow this way and maybe come up to an extent that it goes, even some of the species that have gone extinct may come if the felt is conserved in this fashion.
We are only having only two primary schools at these villages. I've already stated that the other one is Mohopa at Hopeng and Nketlalwa at Dipitchi. The secondary school is Malemosha. Children or students are walking 7 kilometers away from the communities to the secondary school, and the disadvantage is they're walking inside the bush.
We came here because of lack of accommodation. These children were combined with the grade 5 learners. So we just saw that they are suffering because they can't just skip the grade 4 class to the grade 5 syllabus. So that's why we are accommodated in this class or a cottage.
The winter is cold, the sun is very hot, our children, they are suffering. When they are very cold, they are always go to the clinic with flu.
And then when it is very hot, again, they are very ill because of the sun. Now we want a place where they can sit and play, the chairs, the table, and also the toys.
The municipality is looking that the new, together with the Department of Education, so that the new secondary school must be built at these 3 villages.
My name is Tapedi Yan Mashilo. I am the principal of this school, Mokopa Primary. It looks very old, but it has produced many educated people, teachers, nurses, doctors. As you can see, it is in the rural of the rurals. The parents here are the poor of the poorest. Another problem is that children are, those who go to the secondary school, they have to walk for a long time, about 5 to 6 kilometers. So if we had a secondary school in the neighborhood or a comprehensive school, that would be very better. And then another thing is that this place, some of the children, because it's poor, some of the children here, some of the youngsters, those who get married, they want to leave this place because it's in the rural area, because there's no electricity, there's no water in the surrounding. So if the government can help us, that will be very pleasing. We also need computers, because as you know today, computer literacy is very important. It's going to help those who look for work, because nowadays computers are used all over the world.
Gladys Ramasela Mongata. Ubanga ka o chama tsapa matele ka no ba o khopela le sona. Kadiri. Boku go le borra go le sola shile re la ba ba tlosi ka la makala ma motlhaba tsenana ka ma mongata na mashabela le hore bo ja ditaba ja.
Tsale e re pollo ya rena go mafeleng go le tshwara ba mo tsebela ja rufwa le rula motsia jwale ka he polelo e ngere o ata ka mara ha ke tsebe o tsore na wena tsebela
Hulle siek die kenner, wat siek die kenner soos die HIV. Die hierdie papier maak die dele ander soort maak.
Tona mo go peng Dipitchi ya sa galeke flomor ke dula le badudi ba ka lekanang 2000 something mo metsing ye 170 flomor a phela mo lefasile re senya le se dipata and then the road le jona ka mo side ka mo jona di senyehile a o sana di road tse di botse. Mathata ba tsebotse ke metsi re na le bothata ba metsi maborena sa le ba tla mo ba epa diforomo ba di tšhele tše hafa fetse ba di tšhetse ka mo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, lebela ba enshiba.
I am Chris Maragala. I am going to speak on behalf of the youth of Dipitchi. Well, the youth of this village, it's having some problems. Now, usually we find that most of the youth are just loitering around. They even don't have places where, recreational places. And also the question of sport, I think if there can be maybe some playgrounds, some tennis grounds, whatever, for soccer, for netball, tennis, whatever, volleyball, all these can be able to keep the youth from the street, and they can be able to show their talents or their skills.
Training is very, very important so that the people must know the marketing style of the project, and then where they can find the people who gonna buy their products.
Oh yes, the business here is very, very slow because people are poor.
Small garden here, which I've got here, is just to help the Kupeng village people because they don't have vegetables around here at Kupeng. To get vegetables around here, you have to travel for 81 or 90 kilometers to Mokopane town to get a solid cabbage or a spinach. So they asked me to plant a spinach for them so that I can help them, is because there's not enough water around here. And I'm just asking for anybody who can come forward to help us with water or any cent that they can offer us. Thank you very much.
We like to make the business, but it's very, very difficult. We do not have money. I don't know I don't know what the government can do with the money.
coming to the issue of electricity, ESCOM is already started by implementing electricity. You must be aware that these 3 villages are the ones who have been chosen from Malagwana municipality to be provided with computers at the primary schools. And then the names of these primary schools is Ngeketlalwa and Mokgopa Primary. But because of the delaying of the implementation of electricity, where the computers are not yet provided. Even if we know that even if the money can be available, the standard of these 3 villages cannot be like the one at Mahwelering or Seshego. But if really we can try, if we can really try, as I've said, skills to provide these people with skills, I think the project of bricklaying, bakeries, fence making, if can be provided, they can benefit something. The vision of this, the future, the council of Malagwana municipality must, if we are doing priorities through the IDPs, they must really have a look at that these 3 villages are disadvantaged. So if they are prioritizing, the council must see to it that they provide money.